Hello, we are again in a PÖFF TV studio, and with me are here Isis Cabolet and Sacha Gertsik, and we talk about the film Wheelie, and you're having international premiere here in a Black Night Film Festival, Just Film, and first of all, thank you for coming here.
Thank you for having us. I'm
It's
very
a
excited.
Yes, it's very flattering always. The film talks about a really difficult subject, and when I was watching that film, then it felt that you knew so many details that you cannot know if you maybe have any, how to say, experience on your own skin in those matters. Can you walk us in? You also wrote that script.
Yes.
Where is this story coming from?
Well, the reason why I wanted to make this film is because my youngest brother had an accident, a similar accident. He was in Thailand when he was 21, and he drank a lot of alcohol, and then he went to the hostel thinking that he would go there by a motorcycle, and he had an accident, and he's now in a wheelchair. So when that happened, obviously we were all, like the family, and I'm his biggest sister, we were also shocked, and it was very traumatic, of course. But the thing is that I thought, okay, now his life is forever over. He will be forever sad, and he is like this person who cannot live his fullest life anymore. And then the years after, he progressed, and he revalideren. How do you say that?
I wanted to say got back on his feet, but not literally.
Well, obviously, he went to a rehabilitation center.
Yeah.
And then I and my other brother and my family learned that he was not sad at all. He was extremely full of life, and he could do so many things. And he was not this sad young person I thought he would be. And I was really confronted with my own blind spots of people having a physical disability. And it got me so inspired. And then I started noticing there are almost no characters that have a physical disability that also have great things happening in their life. So that's what my motivation was. And of course, my brother was also involved in the making of the film. So because I thought it was very important that it was accurate. So people who are in wheelchairs would see it and think, oh, whoa, they really tried their uttermost best to make it very accurate. So, yeah.
It was difficult for you to direct it. I mean, you have to relive certain moments, obviously, how was it for you, personally, on a shooting days?
Yeah, people ask me a lot, and it's really kind of strange answer, but it was a lot of fun. And I don't know why, but because I do know why. I'm going to tell you now. We had such an amazing group of crew, and everybody was so involved in the story, and we worked on it with so much passion and love for film that it was actually not hard to, I didn't feel like I relived it. We made something new, and in this Wheelie universe, we worked on it with so much pleasure and fun, and it was just like film camp. And when it was over, I cried for so many hours.
She did. I was there. Yeah.
And I like one thing that maybe it's not the only thing you would like the audience take with them, but something to remember. Like I said, I have similar situation in my group of close friends, and one thing that we have learned is that the people in a wheelchair, they don't want that they become their injury. They're a person. People maybe sometimes forget that they still wanna hear about your holiday, and they want to hear about what's going on outside. It's not like they don't want people only see the injury.
Exactly, and that's what was really important for me, that this film is not about some young person who is full of potential and life and loses everything, and then we need to help him or her to get better. It's about that he is not a sad person, and he doesn't need help all the time. You don't need to feel sorry for him all the time. And that's just really important. And I've also spoken to a lot of people who have similar injuries, and it's so important for them to see them as a full person, because they just cannot walk anymore, and they need to adjust. But it's also something that gives a lot, because you need to be creative and you need to overcome a lot. So I've met so many strong characters who cannot walk anymore, but so that was something I wanted to portray in the film.
Yeah, and I think at the same time, I'm one of the producers, and at the same time, I think we wanted to portray people in a wheelchair as like full human beings with full lives and their own struggles, but at the same time their own wins and their own dreams. And at the same time, we wanted the people that were working on the film to kind of be able to put themselves in those shoes, not because they fully can, but so everybody that was working on the film, the actors, the crew, would have a little bit of a physical idea what it means to be in a wheelchair. So, for example, we organized a workshop for everyone to literally be in a wheelchair.
The film crew.
Film crew and the actors. So they could, for a moment at least, feel what it means. So everybody going into the film had this urgency of why we were telling the story this way.
Yeah, because the main character is spending more than half of the film in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And even though it feels that he's managing it very smoothly, but it's actually quite difficult in a start. So how did you...
I was extremely happy that I found Samuel, the young actor who played the main character.
Isis did her own casting.
I did
by
the casting,
the way, so she literally found him.
It was a fun process, but he was obviously a very physical actor. So when he was a younger boy, he actually played the lead in the Billy Elliot musical. So he could also dance classical ballet, but he was also a skater, because I needed him to be a real skater. And I asked him during the process of casting, like, I'm looking for an actor who really wants to dive in. Like, I'm giving you the second wheelchair of my brother, and I will just give you assignments, like go to a bar, go do a hike, go by public transport, and see just how these situations are. And he really, really took it so seriously, and he did all those things. And there are some things that you call it the transfer, like you sit in your chair, you need to go to the bed or go to a couch. You do that in a specific way. And it's actually very fun to see it or treat it as like physical acting. So we made videos of my brother doing it, and he really uitpluisde,
really dove into the details of.
And he rehearsed on his own for many weeks actually. And I showed my brother, like, is he doing it okay? And it's like, he's doing it so good. So I'm super proud of him that he really did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Like things that maybe people who are not in wheelchairs see this movie as well, and they might not notice it, but like it's in there. So I'm super proud.
So what was his feedback when he tested the wheelchair in a real life, in a street or in a public transportation? Were people like friendly, or did he face any difficulties doing that?
Well, what he said was that the people you wouldn't necessarily think they would help you helped him, also like more negative things that people would think. Like talk to you if you're a bit like in your head, not very equipped. Mentally challenged. Because that's something people automatically sometimes assume. And that he had a lot of difficulties with the power dynamics, because you are lower and the others are higher. That was something that he wasn't aware of before he started. And we also, because there is a fight in this scene with his best friend, we rehearsed it so many times, and it was so difficult to get it right because of the power dynamics. It's not equal at that moment. And that was actually interesting to dive into.
Let's talk about also shooting locations. Example, where did you shoot the film? And because there was of it was in Thailand. Was it like actually in Thailand, or did you shoot it somewhere else, or what's the story?
They went to Thailand, and very early on we realized when Isis was still writing the script, we realized that we actually needed to go to Thailand, that we couldn't fake this somewhere else. And we very early on kind of made a deal how to make that producible within this kind of film, this kind of budget. And then they set off with a mini crew. There was 5 of you?
Yeah, we were with 5 people. I did like almost every function that you could imagine on set. And also my executive producer, she did also like set dressing and everything. And we were with sound, camera, me doing everything, and executive producer, and then the main actor. And that was it. And it was like, I love actually to shoot in ways that are like not within the rules. So it was, and I thought it was would be very stressful, and it was like the best time of my life. It was amazing.
It was really, we were back in Holland waiting, and we kept getting messages how much fun they were having. So very clear, it very soon became clear that this was all fine. And Isis, her background is as an actor, actually, and she didn't want to be in the film, but there's one speaking part in Thailand apart from the main actor, so she didn't have a choice.
Yeah, we didn't have money to hire another actress, and I was like, oh, okay, I don't want to, but I will do it.
Because you can.
And now it's like a gimmick, but it's just like because of budget reasons.
Yeah.
And then also you had this main character were filming his life actually in the film, and later you edited this footage in the film, like it was like his POV to the life.
Yes.
So that helped in Thailand as well, right?
Yes. We did a lot of like, sorry Thailand, illegal shooting.
Okay, what would you both when you started to make this film, what you thought that you would like audience to take with them, and also young people who are in the same situation, maybe they see this film, maybe it gives them hope, or what are the main feelings that you would like people to take with them while leaving the cinema?
Well, obviously, like my activism, like I want to portray people who are not like in the norm, also with like coming of age themes, with kissing and sex and like doing fun young stuff, not just like, oh, he is sad laying in the bed, he has no life. But I also just wanted to make, like, I think many young people are struggling to pick something they want to do. It's very universal. It's very difficult to know when you're super young in this world, what do I want to do in this world? And the film is also about like the classical coming of age theme. So I really wanted to make a fun film for young people, where the main character obviously has to face like a very big struggle. But then he it also helps him to find what he wants. So I wanted to make a hopeful, fun, colorful film with characters you don't see so much on screens.
But thank you, and good luck with the international premiere. And I'm sure that the youth who are the main audience in the Youth Film Festival, they will definitely think about it, and maybe if something like this happens in their group of friends, they're more equipped already.
Or they will be inspired to become editors.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. So thank you.
Thank
good
you
luck.
too.
Thank you so much.